All right, here is the North Styler kiteboarding harness. I've been using it for a little while now, and I'm really happy with it. I like how it's smaller than a lot of the harnesses out there. This one keeps it more compact. And it looks pretty cool. I like it. The reason I chose this harness was because I was told from friends that had the same harness, it didn't slide up as much because of this neoprene pad, and because of the small sizing. I assume that's why it doesn't slide up as much. So that was my number one reason to get it, and it was extremely comfortable when I tried it on in the shop. After using it, I've figured out, or I've learned more about all the other little options that it has here. For example, I like that you can tuck these straps away. I mean, there's nothing worse than having these straps. They look horrible, especially if you're doing any filming or anything like that, but it's also a pain in the ass to just have them flapping. So you can tuck them in here. It's like nice and compact. Everything fits into here, and it looks better. It's less of a pain in the butt. Another thing that's kind of nice is this hook, how it clamps in here instead of some of them they clamp back here. This you can take off, especially if you have mitts on. You can take this off with mitts. You can get your it's so much to hang on to pull this off. Or really cold hands, you can still take that off. It's not a problem. And it clips on here, so the biggest benefit is it clips here, and you never have to adjust your straps again. It's another major advantage to the North harness that I found. Really strong Velcro. The one thing you need to be cautious about is to match the Velcro up and close the Velcro every single time you use this harness, because otherwise, if you have any overlap, it'll fray. It'll fray your neoprene and your stitching. So because it's industrial Velcro, and it's extremely powerful. So if you don't want to trash your harness, make sure to close it every time, and it's really no big deal after a while. And it's easier to carry that way anyways. You'll notice it has the fifth line attachment for your leash, but this also doubles as a towing handle for safety, towing people, or giving lessons, whatever you might be using it for. Huge advantage to having this as a strong enough for a towing handle, and your fifth line. Comfort, huge, because it has this huge padding on the front. I used to, my last harness, rode up, the bar slipped over top of the padding, and it just rubbed right into your ribs. This one, however, is fused or stitched into the padding, so you'll never have to deal with that bar popping up and actually jamming into your ribs. It kind of just stays put the entire time. So why don't we just take a closer look at the entire thing so you can watch from the comfort of your own home, especially if you're one to buy a harness online. This will give you a good look at what is available and how it looks. So this is the straps that you tuck away, and you never have to adjust. You tuck them away, you set it, and you forget it. Okay, graphics, fifth line, and tow bar. Okay, more of the set it and forget it straps. Again, the Velcro, which you always want to close. Have a look at the padding. It's one of those harnesses that you put on and you don't have to think about your harness as much anymore, because it's kind of just there, and it's not obtrusive, it's not painful. You can forget. I mean, the harnesses have come to a point where you don't have to worry. You don't have to constantly think about them and readjust them. They just are there, ready for you to use, to hook into. Okay. And there's this. All right, well that is, I think that's it. Thanks for joining me for another product feature. This time, North Styler harness.